Hello my fellow Shogun 2 players, Zaript here, with another video on Yamasaki Choke Point. It's a random matchmaking, this time I believe it's 40k battles. And again, like third time in a row, I want to talk about modular builds and skirmishing armies. And this isn't the last replay, I will show one more after this. But still, I wanted to show Yamasaki Point and how it works here as well. So, as you can see, same idea as in 10-gate battles. On this map I bring 3 matchlocks supported by spears. This time it's 2 matchlock Ashigaru supported by Yari Ashigaru. Here we have matchlock War Monk supported by Yari Samurai. Here Naginata Samurai with Naginata War Monks. And here we have again Naginata Samurai and Naginata War Monks. All 4 of them have level 4. 2 light cavalry with mounted gunners hidden here. And here we have bow cavalry with general. For my cavalry contingent we have Yari cavalry, fire cavalry and Yari cavalry. And from the very beginning I couldn't really calculate the size of his army, so I thought maybe he has only this katana cavalry. He was so scared to run from here. So I'm putting some pressure using my melee cavalry, but then I suddenly noticed that no, it's not that easy. He have at least 2 light cavalry of his own. He have his avatar bodyguard with some melee stats. Now he's actually slightly cheated here. He have 2 Yari Ashigaru level 8 with hold firm. This is exploit, but whatever. Point I'm trying to make here is that, oh, and 2 Yari cavalry hidden. You see, he does the same thing I did in a previous game. I showed you, right? Same thing. Didn't show his cavalry too early, and only fast reaction saved me actually. And not only that, the fact that this cavalry group is on 3, and let me explain my grouping here. I have all my cavalry in 3 groups, 1, 2, 3. 1 is a stronger cavalry, this is it. 2 is my special cavalry, usually it's light cavalry, but this time it's light cavalry with mounted gunners. And 3 is my skirmishing and mostly bow cavalry and my general. So whenever he attacks me, it's very easy for me to click 3, retreat, 3, retreat. And then I click 1, attack. My matchlocks with supporting spears in groups 4, 5, 6. That's easier for me. I have a special keyboard which allows me to easily access it. And both infantry groups are 7 and 8. So that's how I use them. And you see how he cannot easily attack any of these groups. Like using cavalry to attack Naginatas would be suicide. Attacking matchlocks with Yari Ashigaru support, well, he can do it, but it would not be cost-efficient exchange for him. And while talking about that, look at my bow and general getting already together 31 kill. And it's 31 kill in a light cavalry. Soon I will get rid of it. And considering the power, considering all upgrades of his force, by this time I already counted that he have 3 spear units of very high level. 3 Nadaches level 5, 1, 2, level 2, level 5 here, and level 6 or something. Yeah, level 7 here. And he have some Katana Samurai level 6 and Yari Ashigaru with hold firm, obviously. So yeah, I know that I can't take it, but I don't have to. You see, exchange he made. In order to have such a strong infantry, he exchanges his ability to skirmish and his ability to control the fight. Why is that? It's kinda... I'm sorry for this parasite words. I should get rid of kinda. And I want to apologize for my voice. I'm a bit sick. And look at Waka Raider. Suddenly he kept them this all the time, and now capturing workshop while I'm trying to get a shrine from him. But let's get back to controlling a fight. The problem with strong infantry is obviously to get to investing so much koku in strong infantry, you get less cavalry and less skirmishing units. So what is cavalry for rushing build? It's a stopping power. If you don't have cavalry, you cannot catch mounted gunners. If you don't have cavalry, you can't catch bow cavalry. And more than that, if you don't have cavalry, you can't even catch these infantry matchlocks. Look, like if I want, I would just shoot and disengage. Obviously, there would be one problem, and you always have to keep it in mind when you play with matchlocks. Now I'm teasing his cavalry, getting some shots, killing some. Already together 70 kills on cavalry, which is pretty cool. But I should shoot. There is a lot of targets of his army for both. I should attack Nadachis and hold for Mashigaru, very expensive units, and have a very low armor. But the thing you should know about matchlocks, if he actually starts pursuing them, your matchlocks, they will be able to get first, maybe second volley, and slight mistake here while disengaging. And you see, I'm forcing him to split his forces to go around. He cannot easily attack everything at the same time. Now back to matchlocks. If you have no support for them, after giving first volley, he can just keep one unit pursuing them, and they will not be able to stop and shoot anymore. This is very important to remember. Whenever you plan to use matchlocks, you want to make sure he can't stop your matchlocks, and you want to make sure you can stop his incoming infantry. This is where Yari Ashigaru in the spear wall comes to play. Now, this is actually stupid of me. I don't have to take this engagement. And I was like thinking, should I not? Let's try. Why not risk sometimes? If you want to learn a game, you want to sometimes to actually risk. And now I suddenly notice this Waka Raiders, and this is a big problem for me, because now he did what I was talking about. He can stop my matchlocks from retreating. So it's time for... He decided for me if I should take a fight or not. So crisis management. Spear wall for my Yari Ashigaru. Getting my matchlock Ashigaru back. And look how they put their spears up to get my to let my matchlock Ashigaru move. And look what I'm doing at the same time. I'm completely going around him. So he have to keep some units to protect his back. He cannot actually use his matchlocks effectively. Because look, now this cavalry coming here and will attack his matchlock. So his forces effectively split. Some of his forces obviously attacking me and doing very good routing my matchlock Ashigaru. But at the same time, I'm controlling engagement. But not fully. Obviously, this would be a very close battle. And this was a big blunder on my part. I only noticed this on replay later. I didn't notice these Wakas in-game until it was too late. Nice charge from this Katana cavalry, but I'm controlling it. You see how my cavalry went around just to pursue this Katana cav. And honestly, in whole this battle, my main focus was I was only watching cavalry and the matchlocks. I made sure that my infantry fighting and then basically forgot about it. I was only trying to get best use of my cavalry because this is where I have my advantage. And I was trying to keep my matchlocks alive because this is what will win me late game. By the way, I think I had mounted gunners. Where are they? Oh, here they are. See? No kills. So you can... And that's the point I'm trying to make. You don't need this unit actually. It's obviously very strong, but lately I tend to not bring it at all. It can win or lose a fight, but it's just too boring to use it. I will be honest with you. There is no challenge against weaker players. Against strong player, of course, no question. You need any tool that's possible, but on a ladder, you better bring something more. I wouldn't tell you what you should do. It's just something that I do. And here suddenly I noticed, looking at this, look how my cavalry running around. I noticed that there is no cavalry of his own in this fight. And why would I fight these Nadachis, which are pretty strong even against cavalry? I have nothing from it. I can kill them later using matchlocks. So I decide, you can live another day. I will just kill your cavalry and disengage. And man, this light cavalry is pretty sturdy. I didn't actually get shrine from him, which is huge blunder on my side. And you see how I made this battle? I made this battle unnecessarily close. I shouldn't have taken this engagement. I should have kept retreating. I should have used my light cavalry to get this shrine. I forgot to do it in the end. And I needed to use better targeting with my bow cavalry, because, well, bow cavalry have very slow kill rates, and you need to target units with very, very low armor, like Matchlocks, Ashigarus, Nadachis. But in the end, as you can see, I won. And what happened? He took a very strong position. He went into choke point, and choke point is ideal position for very strong infantry. He took uphill advantage. He got some units hiding in the forest. He got Matchlocks to shoot from above. And he couldn't use it, just because I had this skirmishing advantage and I knew how to use it. If he just waited on a hill, what would happen? I would use my general and bow cavalry and my mounted gunners to get rid of all his cavalry. I would have destroyed all his cavalry. I would use every arrow I have. It would be a long battle, but that's important. Then I would use my Matchlocks to, because I have 3 of them instead of 2, and shoot from different sides. And he realized it. And realizing that, Mr. Proper attacked me, and which allowed me to choose where I actually want to take that engagement. And this is the whole point of skirmishing build. I would tell it again and again and again, because it's very important to remember. It's to control engagement. And you don't control engagement automatically. You have to think hard. You need to predict things. You need to have a good game plan, and you have to micro a lot. That's very important to understand, because you can try bringing this army on a field and you will notice that you kind of would be destroyed at the beginning, again and again, just because you need to know how it actually works. And on different maps, it works very differently. In any case, let's take a fast look at what happened. My bow general actually killed a lot, and it's actually another huge bet. For opportunity to have this 200 range and armor-piercing arrows, I sacrifice 2 morale from leadership gen, which is huge, which is why bringing bow gen automatically means you just can't fight. You have to soften up your opponent before any fighting. What else? Matchlocks did relatively well, and interestingly enough, Matchlock Ashigaru didn't do much worse than Matchlock Warrior Monks. Things to keep in mind: if you have a good positioning, and if you can protect your Matchlocks, you can actually bring Matchlock Ashigaru as well. They're quite cheap, but at the same time have a very low morale. My cavalry did pretty well, but not as well as I would want to. Fire cavalry only 53 kills. Bow cavalry 55, mostly light cavalry, not cost effective. And for my opponent, obviously his swords did pretty well, which is again my mistake, not his. With my build, with my approach, I was the one to control the fight, and I didn't, at least not as much as I would want to. And guys, please don't do this. Of course you get 50 Koku, but is it worth it cheating for 50 Koku? It's not like he got such a big advantage, right? Yaru Ashigaru level 8 with hold firm. Well, level 8, level 9, who cares? I don't much, but it just feels, it leaves bad aftertaste. Like, it's still an exploit, and it's... His Master Kashigaru, well, he didn't know how to use them. Putting them in one big blob with his army is not good. So let me iterate one more time. Skirmishing build have to be modular, it have to be mobile, it have to be fluid, and it have to control a fight without engaging. So you actually need a strong cavalry and you want to get rid of his cavalry first. Then you win. And on that note, let's jump into next video, but I don't know when I will upload it. It will be pretty soon. See you guys.